Test. Okay, let's get this done and over with because I've been delaying this for too long. Hey everyone, Kira Alston here. Thank you for stopping by. We are back with another Kira Rewatches. As promised in my last video, today I am rewatching a movie that was my designated staple in a well-beloved franchise growing up. I'd barely seen anything else from this franchise as a kid, except this movie. And also the Michael Bay movies, but we don't talk about those. And it's TMNT. Not TMNT the franchise, that's just the movie title. TMNT released on March 23rd, 2007 in the United States, as well as March 29th, 2007 in Hong Kong. Fun fact, there is a Cantonese dub of this movie out there, which I've been using for language learning. It's very cool. It was directed by Kevin Munro, and it is an entry in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film franchise. Specifically, it is a... I don't know if I would call it a sequel, but it's meant to be connected to the original trilogy that went from 1990 to 1993. Now, do me a favor, keep that bit of information in your brain while you watch this rewatch. Trust me, it'll be important later. The premise of the film is that a king from 1,000 years ago sought immortality using a portal to a parallel universe, but accidentally released a bunch of monsters onto Earth instead. As the time for this portal to open again approaches, the monsters begin running rampant in New York City, leaving it up to the Ninja Turtles to find a way to stop them. Unfortunately, a rift between them puts this mission at risk, and puts them on a path to rediscover what it means to be rogue. The movie was generally considered a commercial success, but received mixed reviews from critics, with criticisms notably directed towards the more serious tone of the film, and the lack of goofiness that would have been seen in the original trilogy. Furthermore, Munro had plans for sequels to the film, but they were ultimately cancelled, primarily due to issues with its production company, Imagi Animation Studios, which was ultimately bankrupted after its movie Astro Boy was a box office bomb. For a brief rundown, as I stated in the beginning, this was the Ninja Turtles movie for me growing up. It was on the list of movies I watched repeatedly, and it basically set the foundation for what I knew about Ninja Turtles. Which, as you'd expect given how unique this film is compared to a lot of adaptations, isn't actually that much. But I really liked it, and I still really like it. And after watching Mutant Mayhem, I wanted to revisit this one. So that's what we're doing today. Moving on, it's at this point that I'll say that this video does contain spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie yourself and want to, don't proceed beyond this point. Also, check out Does the Dog Die for potential trigger warnings. Obligatory, family-friendly doesn't always mean harmless. The page isn't a catch-all. You know the drill by this point. Just make sure you look it over and generally approach with caution. Also, placing my obligatory, this is not a kid-friendly video warning here. I swear, I make jokes that should not be heard by kids, and so on and so forth. Don't watch if you're a young child, or if you have a young child currently with you. With all that said, let's get right into the rewatch. Alright, hello everybody. It's Kira Rewatches, recording night again. I am coming up on 2 weeks, or I think 2 weeks have passed. So basically 2 weeks ago I watched Mutant Mayhem, and I really liked it. I would love to do a rewatches on it in the future, but unfortunately I've watched it so many times now at this point that I need to hold off on that for at least a little bit. I need to let it sit. I need to forget about some things first before I go back to it. Yeah, so I watched Mutant Mayhem, and it reminded me, obviously gets you thinking about the Ninja Turtles again. And the Ninja Turtles is kind of one of those franchises where it's like, I know about it mostly through like osmosis, but also I don't really know about it. I couldn't even tell you who Shredder really is, dog. I mean, now I could, because I've been watching some of like the original 87 cartoon. But like I basically like know next to nothing. I watched the Michael Bay movies at one point. Completely forgot about those. Maybe I should do those at some point too. But the one movie that I really remember that's TMNT related is the 2007 movie with Chris Evans, Patrick Stewart, I if I remember, there's Lawrence Fishburne as like the narrator. Anyway, but yeah, so this was the only movie that I really like remembered, and that I watched a lot as a kid. I remember that a lot of people don't like this movie. I never had a problem with it as far as I'm concerned. So I guess I'm about to find out whether or not I agree. Yeah, I don't know. It might be, I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing. I don't know if it's just like a legitimately whatever movie, but I'm about to find out. I'm gonna rewatch it now, and we're gonna have a good time. I do have some food with me at the beginning, so I'm gonna move my mic away so that I'm not chewing directly in it. I'm gonna turn. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. I hope that's just the movie making no sound and not, because currently the icon is not showing up on the tab. In hindsight, I probably should have tested this copy. Oh, there it is. Okay. I like actually started getting worried. TMNT. It's too cool to write the full Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
4 turtles. 4 brothers. Genetically reborn in the sewers of New York.
I like how they're just kind of giving a crash course on the Ninja Turtles backstory. They're just like, you already know who these fuckers are. We don't need to get into it all over again. I feel like I remember a lot of this, like, this backstory. But yeah, I feel like I kind of remember. Like, basically, he becomes immortal, his brotherhood turns to stone, and he basically just ruined everything for himself and released a bunch of monsters. And now he can't die.
The warrior king was left to eternally walk the earth, unable to die or forget his horrible mistake.
Imagine if he did forget. I mean, it has been 3,000 years. Nobody would forget anything that traumatizing, but imagine if he did. That'd be so funny.
And the monsters that were unleashed continue to plague mankind.
So these monsters are just out here killing people for the next 3,000 years and nobody knows about it? Just had to check real quick to make sure my mic's actually turned on. That'd be devastating.
We appreciate the generous donation for the continued protection of your village.
Hey, John DiMaggio. The details on the humans, well, okay, I won't be too harsh, because this is 2007. They haven't aged particularly well, but I don't remember having a problem with it when I was a kid. So, oh, goodbye.
I just remembered. I left this snowball, and my wife, she hates that.
Get back here!
You're on.
Hefe! That's not the Hefe I know.
Are you?
Man, he just fucking killed him. He looks like a fucking weirdo. I'm sorry. Why are you creeping like that? Oh, hey, April. Oh, she doesn't look too bad.
It's a long way from the city to just drop in.
What's up? Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, he's like a fucking IT guy.
It's not that kind of phone line.
Oh fuck. Do kids like actually do this at parties?
Alright, let's hear it. What's Raph doing?
No one really knows. He just sleeps all day.
Well, what's he do all night?
Okay, just pause real quick. Dude. Who's to say that he's doing anything all night? He could just be depressed. Man, he looks so fucking cool. I remember I loved Raph in this movie because of his whole vigilante shtick. I mean, look at this outfit, a motorcycle. Is it like Super Ninja Turtles? Probably not, but it looks fucking cool, and that's all that matters to me.
Hey, look, guys! I grabbed a toaster!
I love your work ethic, Tommy. It's an inspiration to us all.
Why was there a toaster in the bank, though?
Your training period ended a year ago. And Splinter says you don't write anymore.
Splinter sent me down here to become a better leader. I can't go back a failure.
How is this supposed to make you a better leader, exactly? Going and off and training on your own?
He would ask you, what is your heart telling you?
I fail to see how that makes you a...
I just know something's missing.
Yeah, your team. Your brothers, yeah. Your brothers need you. That's what's missing. Oh my god, disappeared from plain sight. What the fuck? Look at him go. He's having such a good time. I remember I used to watch this scene like a lot as a kid. Oh man, fucking smack the mic. My cap for my water bottle's off. I'm in shambles. I do like this whole sewer setup in this movie. I do think it's pretty clever and fun. Yeah, this was like during the recession, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Kids, sure they had a bunch of guns, but they weren't like these guns.
Why'd you do this to yourself, Mikey? Those glory days are over.
Oh my god, wait, no, this is actually just The Incredibles. Wait.
I would love to know what it is that you do that's so great. At least we're contributing around here. All you do is sleep all day.
He has depression. Get him therapy now. His design kind of vaguely reminds me of like Diego from Ice Age. This is like the one Splinter I remember the most, though.
Each of your brothers has strengths and weaknesses. You must learn to be strong when they are weak.
It shouldn't just be one turtle supporting everyone, though. They're brother. They should be supporting each other. Why are you saying you need to be strong? I don't know. It shouldn't just be one guy.
Yo, wait, babe, real quick. You left a message saying you found Leo. I mean, is he there with you?
No. I found him.
Yeah, I found him and then I lost him, like, in 2 seconds. I noticed one thing about, like, early 2000s animation, because I was gonna say this about this movie, but I think because I keep mentioning The Incredibles, but I do notice, like, some early 2000s animation, especially when it comes to people, just looks too smooth, and this applies to this movie as well. But, like, in all fairness, like, it applies to like, The Incredibles. I'm sure there's other examples I could think of, but just, like, to make it fair on this movie, the textures weren't quite there yet for this movie, but, I mean, like, so far, it genuinely doesn't look bad. Like, it looks okay.
Okay, then. Take care, Mr. Winters.
She's like, I need to get out of here. My boyfriend is like a hazard to this place. He's just a silly little guy.
Didn't I take care of you last week?
The same guy. It's the same guy, man.
I got my own issues, you know? Like back at home with April. There's this whole thing about settling down that makes me miss the old times. I don't know if I can be the grown-up she needs me to be.
Dude, why'd you fall asleep at the edge of the building? You're gonna fall over. I always thought the designs of these guys were, like, pretty neat. I always liked the girl. This is a really cool shot. How is he hanging on to that thing? I was gonna say, you gotta put your hand in the water. Let's take a nice dip in the New York City harbor. Okay, look at the nice wrinkly texture on his hand. Like, a credit where credit is due. The textures on some parts are pretty nice. You know, you can see all the scratch marks and the cracks in the chair.
I'm sorry I failed.
On the contrary, my son. Now you are much stronger.
Through isolation? I'm still not understanding.
Raphael, your brother is home.
He's just like, I don't want to do that.
Hey, Leo's back. Better go say hello before he leaves again.
What? Leo! Huh?
With a squeaking sound. His squeaky bald head.
Okay, Leo, I'll bite. What are we doing up here?
I told Splinter I'd get this team in shape again.
Okay, no, how are you gonna get the team in shape if you don't... Whatever, unpause. Man, I remember this guy. He looks so fucking cool. That's the thing, the monster designs in this movie, they're pretty good. Leo's little punch on the thing, he's like, God damn. Girl, is now seriously the time to like pick a fight with these?
Wait! The Shredder's dead! Who are you working for?
Oh, okay. When did the Shredder die? Never mind.
Okay, that was just weird. I mean, first the foot, then that hideous monster.
Yeah, it looked like your mom, dude.
Yeah, that would make her your mom too, doofus.
Oh my god. He's got 2 brain cells.
How cute. You've been back for 5 minutes and now you're schooling us on your master plan.
See, this is the problem, Splinter. You just bred more resentment in this family by doing what you did. I'm not understanding the logic at all. Stop stabbing it like that. You don't need to.
We interrupt the Gilmore Girls for this special news report.
Monsters loose in the city? Strange reports are coming in tonight about a construction site incident that sounds like something out of science fiction.
Boys!
Hey, you don't know that they— oh my god. I mean, I guess in all fairness, he wouldn't know that there are, like, literal monsters. So, I guess it's only natural that he would assume that it's its own kid.
But Master Splinter, how can I be expected to
There
do so
are
when
no excuses when you are the leader, my student.
Are you gonna reprimand him in front of his brothers? Man. Are they, like, still teenagers in this movie? Like, I assume they are. Oh, I definitely remember this guy. He's so fucking cool. The fucking Cyclops Minotaur guy. Or, no, not Minotaur, Centaur. God, I remember I love this scene. Look how cool that looks. Okay, so he needs 3 more. He's obtained 10. So far, I'm having a good time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a pretty good time. Just it's a little things here and there, but I'm more just being nitpicky.
Raph, meet me on the roof, okay? What is it? The roof. You know what the roof is, don't you?
She really thinks that he like vanished just to go vigilante, like right in the middle of the night, like while she's right there. By the way, it's Nolan North as Raph, and I think he's doing a pretty good job.
And now we got walking statues. You got a plan for those?
Yeah. Hey, those are a first for me too.
Yeah, because they didn't get to see them because they were under a bunch of rubble.
Oh, that's just rude.
That's just a rude. Look at him shuffling. Okay, I know he just got hit by like a dart, so he's probably shuffling because he's like out of it. But God.
Put your hands behind your... What is it? Come on, you see this?
What's with naming the characters Tommy in this movie?
Anyone for dessert?
No.
Only Splinter says yes. He got like so excited. What were those things that Mikey was bringing out? What dessert was that?
Leo, you came back.
Leo!
Sorry the reunion isn't under better circumstances.
Dude, yeah, you were home for like 3 whole days or some shit and you never once stopped to like... He's just like, don't fucking touch me. Mood, honestly.
And when the portal opened, the energy from it gave the warrior eternal life. But it also turned his generals to stone.
So why did it do those 2 specific things? Just because of plot?
So where do we find this guy and his stone jokers?
I thought that said stoners. I didn't think I got the captions on as I'm watching this. It said stone jokers, and my brain combined them to say stoners. Okay. Kind of crazy they got Lawrence Fishburne in this movie and then had him appear for like all of 5 seconds.
I'm smart.
Oh fuck.
We need Raph anyway. It's his temper that always jeopardizes all our missions.
Okay, Leo.
Dude, stop bringing your drama into everyone who's talking about him. Yeah, I agree with Donatello. Please, literally, like, you guys There's nothing being resolved. Please, just talk to each other. Man, does this scene really come up that late in the movie? I thought it came up way earlier than this. My lord. I like that this guy just doesn't... Nobody looks over. Look at him. I remember this guy. Man, he is so cute though. Look at him. He's like a little puppy. Where's your motorcycle, dude? God, we're leading up to what I remember was like one of the coolest scenes in this entire movie. I must have just liked the latter half of this movie far more. Because I definitely remember more of it.
He's lecturing.
Okay, the texture on the skin as it's raining is pretty alright. Man, look at how dramatic this shot is!
Good night, Dark Prince.
What are you gonna do, kill him?
You can't leave home and come back expecting us to fall in line again, like your little soldiers.
Hey, I was training to be a better leader for you.
Again, I think this is mostly Splinter's fault, guys.
And more importantly, I'm better than you.
Damn! Really? Man, the cinematography in some of these parts are like pretty good. Also, like the choreography. Like, it's actually not that bad for like a 2007 movie, I think. Where are you going?
Why are you running?
Fuck. Oh no. He pause. He just comes in and he punches the wall and then he starts knocking shit over like a cat. I'm sorry, I know he's going through it. I know he just watched his brother get kidnapped, but that's so unbelievably funny. Use your words. Stop knocking things over.
But you must realize that while at times you may not be my favorite student, it does not mean that you are my least favorite son.
Huh? Hold on. Pause. Did you just say you're not my favorite student? Did you just say that to your own kid? Even if it wasn't like a parental child type relationship, even if this was strictly like mentor and apprentice, why would you say that to him? Why? I mean, what's the implication? There's only two implications, right? Either he's saying like, oh, like, you're not my favorite because like you're all my favorite type of deal, like I care about you equally, but the way he phrases it is he's just straight up telling her that he's not his favorite student. Also the wording of just because you're not my favorite student doesn't mean you're my least favorite son. I don't know, there's just not a lot of confidence to be drawn. Okay. God. Splinter, man, I'm not... Okay.
And the time for hiding is over. We must return to the surface.
He's like, my favorite student's been kidnapped. We gotta go now. He's taking a little nappy. God, I remember this outfit. Oh, I remember this outfit. She's just wearing the nicest outfit imaginable while she's about to go bust out her friend. I like how there's been, like, no focus on these two as a couple, like, at all.
Your time for giving orders is over.
Oh, I get it. I understand the parallels now.
We have to find that 13th monster. It's time to end it.
No.
Yeah, see, you need to get with the times, man. It's the 21st century. I mean, like, a recession's happening or some shit at this point. The economy is in shambles. I like how both Casey and April happen to know how to fight against, like, trained ninjas. Well, I guess she was training, actually, April. I guess it makes sense. Everybody off to the sides could definitely see that you just did that too. That smoke bomb was not big enough.
You're gonna need these if you're gonna lead us out of here.
Aw. Also, Raph is like slightly shorter. Damn, they just fucking yeeted him.
Winters. Looks more like fall.
Looks more like fall? No, let him speak. He's hilarious.
I must have hit my head pretty hard. I'm seeing giant turtles.
That's not the weirdest thing you've seen, dude. Come on. Unless he's just trying to play fake, but it's like, dude, you have a giant vortex. You know, pause. Some of these really feel like video game cutscenes, which is really funny because I know that there's actually a video game of this movie that exists. But like, I'm just saying, some of these, the way that they're framed, you know, sometimes it feels like a pretty good movie, other times it feels like a video game cutscene.
Come to daddy.
Also the fact that Raph is the one taking on the leader of these guys. Oh look, see, now they're turning human again. I don't know why when I was a kid I never caught on like that they're just like reanimated stone and that they would turn back into people. But it's funny because they did kind of just lay it out for you. I might have just been a dumb kid, who knows. Did they really have to have that moment? Everyone's knocking each other. Oh my god, there's so much happening. I mean, the hand-holding with Karai, they're kissing now.
Savor your victory tonight, for soon we will have further business together. The kind that involves familiar faces from your past.
Were they, okay, so were they doing a whole bit where they were like, were they doing a whole bit where they were gonna allude that Shredder was gonna come back? This is the thing. I said at the beginning, like, I didn't even know who Shredder was, because he's not in this movie. And it's funny because they talk about him. But, like, as a kid who, like, knows nothing about the lore, why would I have ever, like, paid attention? Yeah, this is now Atlantis? I've never watched Atlantis. I don't know why There he goes. God.
Reduce to atoms.
Okay, just a little bit creepy.
Couldn't let the moment just to breathe a little bit before... Yeah, it's still going. Okay, they didn't need to put a joke there, in my opinion. They could have just let that be its own thing. Oh, you're keeping his armor, huh? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on, pause. So that was a TCRI canister. I'm guessing that's a Shredder helmet, and now he's got this helmet. Okay, unpause. I understand. And now he's gonna hang up the helmet too.
We live together, we train together, we fight together, we stand for good together.
It's cool that Raph gets to be the one to narrate at the end. Oh, this music. Ooh. Ooh, let's fucking go. Okay. So that was TMNT 2007. It was an alright movie. For a 2007 animated film, the visuals are okay, like range from okay to like actually kind of good. The cinematography is just slightly all over the place. I do think it does have this jarring swing, like a pendulum, between looking like an actual animated movie and actually having some pretty good choreography, and then kind of just coming off as like a video game a little bit. That could just be me. Voice acting in this movie, pretty good actually. The story, so I don't have a problem with the story, but I can understand if you were wow, the spacing of these credits are very far apart. Sorry, got distracted. Anyway, the story of Kevin Smith. Okay, fucking stop getting distracted. The story of this movie, I didn't have a problem with. However, if you were a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially I think if you were a fan of like the original 80s one, this is just me going based off what I've heard, by the way, like from somebody who was like an actual 80s fan. Shout out to them. they'll be watching this, they know who they are. But like if you were a watcher of the original 80s Ninja Turtles, I could probably kind of understand why they would dislike this movie. Like I don't agree, but like I get it. Like I understand. I think it's fine, but if you were a TMNT fan, I can understand why you didn't like it. The conflict with Leo and Raph, the conversations that they have between the turtles does get a little bit tedious eventually, and I think it's good the way that they eventually just kind of had to force them to snap out of it, because it's just like the bickering back and forth nonstop, and it's like they're, you know, yeah, like even what Donatello says, where Leo's just talking shit about Raph, and he's like, nobody was talking about him. Yeah, I mean, it's like I understand, like, that's the whole central point, and you know, I'm not gonna go down too hard on it, but that's just my feeling. Like, I feel like eventually it's like, okay guys, like, can we just move past this, please? Thank you. So there's that. Splinter, I do not understand Splinter in this movie. I'm not going to pretend to understand Splinter in this movie. I like the direction of the character, his reasoning, I just don't understand. Personally, I feel like he's actually the one most at fault for the conflict between Leo and Raph, because he's definitely picking favorites, and he definitely just bred resentment. I really don't understand how sending Leonardo alone in the jungle was supposed to make him a better leader, because the thing is, he's supposed to be leading a team. But yeah, that's just, I think those are basically the sum of my thoughts. Oh, wait, no, I will say the lore with Shredder mentioned in this movie, because I'm only picking this up now because, again, as a kid who doesn't know anything about TMNT, I would not have picked up on any of this, because why would I? So it's just kind of, so this movie definitely operates on the assumption that you just know everything. And I'm not sure, it's making me wonder if there's some alternative source where I would have determined that, you know, where I would have determined this lore. Because they're just like, you know, in the beginning they're giving you the crash course of the turtles, that's all fine and good. You know, it's pretty basic. You know, they were normal turtles, now they're not, now they're ninjas, etc. But then they're, you know, mention, like, the Shredder, and they're like, oh, the Shredder is dead, and at the end they're just like, oh, you know, kind of hinting that he's coming back, and I'm just like, I'm just a little bit lost on kind of, like, the chronology of that. I'm a little lost on the lore. Maybe that's just them dropping crumbs. Maybe that was just them dropping crumbs in hopes of a sequel. Maybe that's just them, you know, creating, like, this whole, oh, in memoriam. Rest in peace, guys. Oh wow, I've actually talked to the end of the credits. Holy shit, that's never happened before. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so yeah, I don't know what the whole deal with that. It is a little bit confusing. I feel like, see, it's one of those things, like, again, like, I don't think you could have had the story without incorporating the Foot Clan into it, because they seem to be, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it just kind of, I don't know, they're just kind of reduced to goons, which I guess is what they always are. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's a little confusing. I really couldn't say whether or not it would have been better to just drop it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it for everything. I don't think I have anything else to add. I do think there was, at least near the end there, a little too quippy. They didn't let a couple moments breathe. Yeah. Oh, also the, no, I think that's it for my thoughts, actually. I think that's about the sum of it. That's all my feelings, all my observations. So I guess I will just wrap this up now. I've officially gone. The credits are over. The movie is over. Go home. Okay, we're ending this. And now as we're transferring to the outro, I'm gonna take a quick sip. It's very hot today. It's almost 26 degrees. And that was Kira Rewatches TMNT. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know I always have fun. I really did have a ton of fun rewatching this movie. I do remember thinking it was a very cool movie growing up, and honestly I still do. As you can probably guess by some of my comments throughout the rewatch, I definitely realized some things about certain characters a little bit more now than I ever would have as a kid. That definitely threw me for a loop. And there's just one other criticism I have to throw out there that wasn't in my finishing thoughts during the credits. You know how I said that this was connected to the original trilogy earlier? You know how I said that would be important later? Yeah, mere minutes after I finished recording my session, I looked up this movie and discovered that detail. That one kind of very important detail. At least I think it is important anyway, because this movie does just kind of leave you wondering about certain details. Namely, the stuff with Shredder and him being dead. Yeah, I was confused for some of this movie because I lacked that context, that it was apparently connected to the original trilogy. And I have to bring it up because, for one, I'm not sure how else I'd have known it was meant to be connected to those films, just from watching the film itself. I mean, granted, I haven't watched the trilogy. I watched the first one, so maybe if I had, maybe I just would have known. Who knows? But two, I'm always of the opinion that your sequels should still be watchable and understood, even if maybe you hadn't seen its predecessors. I don't think it would have taken much to explain how Shredder died, just to catch the uninformed. Me, I'm the uninformed. Just to catch them up to speed. And aside from all that, though, I do enjoy this movie. Don't mistake my criticisms for dislike. I could easily re-watch this movie again and again. I think it's especially a good watch if you're more into the tone of, like, the comics than the original movies or the original 80s cartoon. So pertaining to my next rewatches, I have a batch of them that I recorded quite some time ago now. I've already put out the poll, so you guys know that the next potential rewatches are Where the Wild Things Are, Enchanted, the original How to Train Your Dragon, and lastly, Who Killed Markiplier. I have screened all of these, so they should be safe, and hopefully we won't have another Despero incident. Obviously, whichever movie wins will get first priority, and I might determine the overall priority of the others based on those poll results as well. But, like, maybe I'll re-poll at a later time if some options were tied or something. Or maybe I'll just re-poll just to, like, you know, get a new temperature check on what people are interested in. I don't know. I play things by ear at this point. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it for this video, so thanks again for stopping by, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Later!